Welcome back, everyone, to the Sunday Spotlight. And tonight we are getting a little bit religious tonight, some old-timey religion, if you will. Faith is a horror game styled in the form of very old console games, like pre-NES 8-bit stuff. Kind of like something you'd see on the Atari or Commodore 64 or something. It was originally released in 2017 by Airdorf Games, which is a one-man effort publishing under the name New Blood Interactive. The developer's name escapes me, I apologize. But yeah, it was first released in 2017 on like itch.io and IndieDB and such, and it's had a few re-releases since then, finally coming to Steam in the form of Faith, the Unholy Trinity last year on October. So it was originally an episodic game that was broken down into 3 chapters, and it appears to be sort of a kind of let me get it into the demonstration here, and you'll see kind of what I'm into. Actually, let me move my notes window there a little bit. Sorry, a little bit of a scramble tonight. I apologize. But yeah, we're basically playing an exorcism above. So we play a priest that appears to be dispatched to fight some demons, and this is basically what the game is. So you can see here, yeah, we're moving up and down in a field. We're doing some very old-style graphics here. So yeah, this is how you fight demons. Whip at your crucifix. Whoop-ha! So a Discord friend recommended this to me, and the presentation stood out because we're definitely going with a combination of very old graphics and ominous Latin in this. And there's some interesting options here I should call attention to. So the one thing, we are fully configured to work with a modern resolution. Take note, indie devs. And overall, it's a very good spread of options that fits modern control scheme very well. But one thing that stood out to me is the background option here. I currently have it set to none, but there's a series of artwork that's sort of designed for the game, and just a variety of things that are fitting and, shall we say, foreboding. So yeah, this is the anime version of these characters. I assume the left is going to be our protagonist, and the right is going to be their mentor figure who is secretly in league with the devil or something. But yeah, there is some interesting details to this game. I only played just enough to get a sense for the controls. But it hits a mood, and part of it is because of the low resolution isn't even the word I'm looking for. The classic style of the visual presentation helps sort of engage with your imagination a little bit more. So let's get into the intro, and we're going to have a special guest appearance.
September 21st, 1987.
Oh, hi, Stephen Hawking.
It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house.
Hey, Orange, good to see you.
I have to finish what I started.
So yeah, we've got some...
What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Yeah, that is a good opening line, but I feel like the robot voice kind of offsets it a little bit. I do appreciate the attempt to replicate what I presumably would be possible with like 1987 technology. It's an interesting choice. It does add a bit of a charm to it. I feel like it is somewhat at odds with the horror presentation. But anyway, let's get rolling. So yeah, as mentioned, it was initially divided into 3 chapters. The 3rd chapter was released as part of the Unholy Trinity for the Steam release, and now it's all... If you want, you can just play all the chapters back to back. We'll start with chapter 1 here. And, so yeah, I only played just long enough to get a few notes. We will start a fresh game here. So yeah, there's a ton of options that are only unlocked, presumably, when you complete the game. Let's figure out exactly what we're in. So yeah, we really don't have a lot of context here. Our character obviously is a priest. We're going to some cabin in the woods to do some kind of exorcism. So yeah, have you forgotten already? This forest has a mind of its own. If you get lost, you could always try remembering where you've been. Pressing the escape key or start button is a good place to start. So yeah, this is going to tutorialize some things. So yeah, space, again, is our crucifix button. I believe that will activate others as well. I saw a very promising screenshot of a priest wielding a shotgun, so I assume we're going to get some various other things here. But yeah, our initial map here is very basic. But you can see there's the road at the bottom, there's a well up top, and there's a house at the very, very top. So we're dealing with kind of a Darkwood style landmark system. We kind of have to use that to navigate. So let's get around. And we kind of need to keep sharp here, because these woods are not safe, let's say. See if we can find that one tree listed there. Ah! Aha! Ominous blood in the center.
Chaos Red.
Yes! Hail Chaos! A game after my own heart. Alright, so that's the tree on the map. Oh! Hey, back off! Yeah, get fucked. Crucify this bastard. Thank you, Orange. Hey, a deer. Hold on a second, I'm gonna sneak up on it. I want some venison. Hey! Hey! That's my deer. Get your own. I'm hungry. I've had a busy day. Okay, yeah, that's back there. Away with you. So yeah, there's the well. So this game is very definitely trying to... It is deliberately minimalist in its presentation and in the initial setup for the story. So there's going to be a lot of learning what the story even is on the fly, or who our character is. Other than the fact that we're a priest, we really don't know that much about him. So you sort of have to keep sharp. Oh, we got us a spooky old house here. The Martins' house lies about 100 yards off Snake Meadow Hill Road. Snake Meadow Hill Road. There's almost no driveway. Trees jut out in the middle of a gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Allred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. There we go. In the headlights, I saw an old shed off to the right of the path. Father Allred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with the elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the lay person. Oh, howdy eyes, hey Kirby. Thank you. Alright. So I believe this is the shed that we were just reading about. Oh, I saw that. We'll probably need that to get in the house. Hey! So yeah, this is definitely deliberately using the older style of visuals to give you just enough of an impression of what you're looking at, but not exactly a complete picture. It's an abstraction. It's kind of like Duskers, where you can't really get a clear picture of what you're looking at, but Hey, there we go. Off to heaven with you. But yeah, it's using the sound design and the narrative context to sort of create a persistent image. Anyway, Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday, they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem, because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this is just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. Okay, so these days, honestly, a coyote problem is not necessarily indicative of demonic possession. I mean, we've got a few running around here in the suburbs. You're gonna see that. Oh, yeah. That guy almost got at me. Quick on the draw, baby. Practice all day with this crucifix. Okay, yeah. I think the robot voices work for the creatures because it's trying to create the impression this thing is communicating, just not in a way you can clearly understand. Oh, shit. Oh, he got me. Oops.
Mortis.
Mortis. Hey, touched for the very first time. Got an achievement. Nice. Yep. Got me once. Okay, so that's that creature we saw on the background screen. We gotta stay sharp. So we're gonna want to keep sharp and have the crucifix at the ready here. I do find it interesting that it's hunting the deer. So that gives the impression of something that is not explicitly demonic, but it is hostile. He did randomly chase the deer, yeah. I feel like, yeah, it's after anything living. And it just happened, like, it is repelled by the crucifix, so obviously it is some kind of demon. But chasing an animal just makes it look feral. He ain't evil, he's just hungry. Alright, yeah, we read that already. Oop. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering if there's other stuff that might be far off the beaten path, because this doesn't really give you an indication of how big each cell is. Like, the tree at the bottom left was sort of 2 left and maybe 2 down from the well. Those 2 things aren't mutually exclusive. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I'm wondering how much other stuff might be out there in the woods if you are willing to wander off the beaten path a little. Hey, Ivory, good to see you. Alright, be ready. We need a name for this guy. What shall I call you? Oh, come on! I have my cross out.
Mortis.
Fuck you. I'm gonna call you Jeffrey. Gotta aim. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's gotta be facing him, otherwise, yeah, it gets me. Yep, that's it. Alright, so crucifix is apparently only holy in one direction. So we gotta be facing the creature in order to ward him off. If he doesn't see the light of our Lord and Savior, then it doesn't affect him. Very sneaky. Yeah, that's just it. It works on line of sight, it's not an aura. The light of God is not omnidirectional, let's say. Anyway, let's see if we can survive a trip to this house we're trying to get to. Yeah, there we go. Away with you. The power of Christ repels you, you might say. Haha! Yeah, the light of God only works in the compass directions. Anything between is the devil's work. We may be retreading old ground here. Alright, let's go over one more. It's possible that the background's... Yeah, there we go. It's possible the background's loop. But all this kind of calls to mind something like Oregon Trail or something. Hey, here we go. And I saw that in the window. Alright, so this is our destination, the spooky old mansion where presumably an exorcism took place. Yeah. Achievement unlocked, take me home, enter the house once again. So yeah, we have absolutely been here before, presumably to account for a failure of some kind. Nothing there, you're seeing things. Yeah, I know. I can trust you, Orange, I know. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us down the stairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in restraints. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic, in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It is hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives you. So, yeah. We are definitely leveraging the mood of The Exorcist, repurposed into essentially an Atari game. Hey! Alright, so it's going to be worth our while to just randomly purify things. Huh. Okay. You know, I can kind of, even with the deliberately lo-fi graphics, for lack of a more precise term, you can kind of tell that kid is up to no good. The father, he's not really all there either. I get the feeling he's got like some googly eyes going. It's just, he's not really paying attention. Wife's just happy that they're all in a photo together. But yeah, that kid has some problems. Anyway, let's go around purifying random things. You, coat, what do you got for me? Nothing. All right, stay sharp. All right. So it feels like there's going to be obvious. Aha! I see that shadow. I see that. Unless that could be a style thing. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, part of the fun of these old games, or games done in this old style, is being a little bit lost as to what it is you're actually trying to do. And that very much was the case for old C64 games and Atari games and such. You really didn't have a lot of direction, and if it wasn't based on some licensed property, you could be just completely lost and sort of try to find your way around. And obviously, that doesn't necessarily make for an enjoyable game, but there's something to be said for the element of mystery that it adds. Yeah, yeah. Hip, hey. Okay, so we have Nate who drew this. And we got a weird little shadow man apparently turning some cultist into a baby shadow man. But you know, they're under a sun. They're having a good time out there. This is a father and son photo. Nothing but wholesome stuff here. Exactly, very normal childhood drawing. But yeah, for instance, figuring out what everything is part of the challenge. And we saw this with I'm trying to think. God damn, what was that game I was just playing? Alright, we're up on the second floor. Oh, blood there. We saw this with Fading Afternoon. That's the game I was thinking of. Where part of the challenge, and indeed part of the fun, is figuring out what the game lets you do, what the game expects you to do, and what are the things in between that you're allowed to do, but not necessarily required. What if dispensing head pats, though? Entirely possible. That's entirely possible. Okay, so this is some exercise room. Before we go to the obvious blood door, let's look around. Ooh, hey, a second. I smell a poltergeist thing in here. These are gonna move on us. When's it gonna happen? Wait for it. Wait for it. Some of these actually look a little familiar. This might be a speak and smell right here. This is definitely an Etch-a-Sketch. And over here is a game of Simon. So we are definitely setting this solidly in the 80s. And it's kind of funny how those are recognizable even literally with images that are maybe 20 pixels at best. Yeah, you could recognize it in like 10 pixels. Excited to catch us. Hey, Uncle Death, good to see you. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I was surprised to find out this was actually part of a series. A Discord pal recommended it to me, and I didn't know it actually existed before in 2017. So what's this? Alright. Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East, because he sent over this weird-looking doll, oh boy, for Amy's birthday. I'll ask Amish about it next time we have book club. She looks like she could be from over there. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead. Or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about her working at the clinic. But yeah, a good element, a good evidence of strong visual style is when you can recognize elements even with fairly simple graphics. So yeah, I guess I was the only one who thought to check the attic. When we got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me like when I first met her downstairs. Okay. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her, or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. This might be from us, actually. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name, and in other instances spoke perfect Latin. I called for help for the others, but nobody came. So I raised my crucifix, yep, that's us, and began the rite again. So yeah, getting a sense that our priest has a history here, and we had something of a failed exorcism here, or some ritual trying to banish a demon from a child. Oh, okay, that's just dripping water. Something happened here that did not go according to plan, and I think we're here to either make things right, or possibly we're trapped in some sort of purgatory. Alright. I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. Hear voices outside and around the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. It's like I'm walking through a carnival funhouse. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I can't stand to be around her, and I don't know why. She just doesn't seem like herself anymore. I want to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. I find that the phone stops working throughout the day, and now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. Aha. Alright. What do we got here? Alright. Well, crucifix didn't work, so I'm out of ideas. Yeah, that's the thing. It's using minimalism to, like I said, engage with your imagination and get you wondering what's coming next. But because it's using this very limited color palette, these very limited graphics, is this? Oh, this is the basement. Okay, yeah, because it's using this very limited presentation, you genuinely don't know what's coming, and you don't know if what you have will even be effective against it. Oh, thank you for the headpad. I appreciate that. Yeah, now we're all silent, and I'm just sort of tensed up wondering when the next awful thing's going to happen. The burning question is it going to be a hostile thing, or is it going to be a jump scare? You don't necessarily know. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter you ask what's the weirdest thing I've seen as a missionary. The area we're working in has a lot of folks who practice Kimbamba. Kimbamba. It's what you might call a pagan religion. Oh boy. Here we go. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religions. One of the saints they worship is San La Muerte, or Saint Death. Yesterday we talked to a boy, about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said, "No, but I have prayed to San La Muerte." He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerte, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God, and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to the church, but he hasn't come in yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Layton. Hey, Professor Layton's in this game. Awesome. We'll have this cracked up in no time. Okay, what do we got here? But yeah, not always entirely knowing what you're looking at or what to expect sort of heightens the mystery here. Because yeah, now I'm wondering, are these things going to come alive and attack me? Is this going to be like a condemned mannequin scare? Or is all this just to heighten the tension? Yeah, bless that laundry. Exactly. Okay, some shit definitely went down here. Power of tide compels you. Alright, Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of proceeding the rite for long. Ms. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside of Amy was feeding off the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up to the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother, Mother," the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious, with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. Damn it. Wrong pipe. Just a moment. This game's already causing me to... Oh boy. I should probably get out of here. Why is it following me? Yep, here we go. Alright, so... Is it gonna happen again? Yes, okay. So, Sybil's following me. And I'm dead. Uh-oh. Hi? Oh, hi, ring girl. What are you doing here?
She is here.
Oh boy. Come face to face with Amy. Achievement. Whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up. Uh-oh. Okay. I've learned my lesson. Time to go. Yeah. So now we are being pursued. And I think now would be a good time to get the hell out of here, if indeed that's an option. Okay, no. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Mortis.
Alright, she got me that time. Alright, yes. Yep.
She is here.
Alright. So yeah, now she's here, and I'm assuming we can't repel her. Oh, we can! Awesome! See, that's kind of what I'm talking about. I don't necessarily know that's going to work or not. But you don't know till you try. So yeah, she's essentially following an invisible path, and those are sort of footprints. Damn it! Okay. Alright, she figured that trick out real good. So, obviously... hitting her with a like, standing there waiting with the crucifix gives her time to surround me. But if we wait until she's close, that wards her off. Let's test this out. Oh, that's mean. So, we'll have to guess which one she is. Call her milady and complain about the lack of women who respect nice guys like you. Exactly. Yeah, she just needs a good Catholic boy who loves Jesus and definitely didn't horribly fail some profane ritual a long time ago that made whatever was going on even worse. Just don't start rivaling my Celeste death count. Oh, eyes, you know I can't make promises like that. Alright, I think now would be a good time to get out. So... Thing is, where do I go from here? Unless, do I have to make it back to... Alright, so there's just enough time to ward her off when she does that trick. Maybe I have to get back to the ritual room? I think so, yeah. I think there was some toy there. We just gotta kind of book it. Come on, hustle, father. We need a name for this guy. Father Thorndyke, that's your name. You are Father Thorndyke. That is for sure a name you can trust that definitely didn't kill all those kids 10 years ago or whatever. Alright. So... we're back at the site of the ritual. Amy is gone for now. There doesn't appear to be anything we can interact with, however. Alright, they're all like that again. Do I have to exercise? Sounded like she said, I leave. You know what, I'm going to check something here. Once exercised, does she return? She does, okay. So it's not a...
I heard a door open.
Okay, so I just had to do it an X number of times and then door opens. Got it. So yeah, this game definitely wants to encourage a feeling of disorientation. Yeah, tell what they're saying. I think it was I bleed. Yeah. There's definitely some elements of that, and... Okay, so that door didn't open. Oh, wait, I'll bet it's the bloody door upstairs. But yeah, this adds an element, the strangeness of it and the simplicity of the graphics as an element of discovery, as we're slowly figuring out both how to play and what the game actually wants us to do. And in a case like this, where there's an underlying mystery, and you don't necessarily know what to expect, I think that works in its favor. Alright, Molly. The church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. She, my superior father, with... Okay, we're getting some omissions here. When I confronted her, something managed to cut the power to the house, and something her own parents. Ah, this is an SCP document. The Foundation got a hold of it, with their own... Yep. I have to go back to that house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there, waiting for me. I can still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you and I'm sorry. John. Yeah, redacted. Yeah, we're playing Control now. Uh-oh. They're riding spinners. Clearly need to bring Jesus into this. Oh boy. Hi.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty?
Oh, she's the slit-mouth
I
woman.
have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
Okay. I know there's something coming from there. Okay. That did not keep it at bay. If you try to remove the black bars from notes and control with third-party tools, you find that redacted in the exact length that particular black bar is underneath. Awesome. Also, hi, Clef. Welcome to the chat.
My God, what happened to
That's a
you?
great detail. I like that.
My face is pretty. I have to finish what I started. She's my
Yeah, I need to get to Control. Keep hearing that's a really fun game. I know Orange was playing it recently. Okay, so I think what I need to do is hold this up. Okay, can I ward you off? No. So this might be a boss situation. I think what I gotta do is kite this. Yeah. Yeah, we kite it, and then we keep doing this until we win. Yep, it's a boss fight. I got this. Video game, my reflexes. I am a perfect fusion of man and input device. Hey, there we go. Alright, you're good, Amy. That'll be $100. Oh boy. Ah, shit. Okay. Damn it, Amy. I said no discounts. You wouldn't believe the resource expenditure this is involving. Like, do you think holy water is free? I have to get that from the Vatican, you know? It's not... Okay. Hey. Yeah, this is basically the crossover between The Exorcist and Celeste that I didn't know we needed in our lives. Okay. Ah, yeah, Atari Retro Dark Souls. Oh, damn. Okay, there's clearly an element of doing enough damage to her before she can just aggro you. Okay, so that's clearly not repelling her. Do I need to get out of the room? Maybe that's the case. Alright. Oh, I can dodge! Shit! Okay. I did not think to do that. Yes! Here we go! Finally! Yep, manual dodging. Okay. Again. Mystery through obscurity. Yes! Oh, that was a close one. Get fucked, Amy. Or demon inside Amy. Yes! Yeah! Almost there, I think. Maybe. She doesn't really have a health meter. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, what if the Exorcist had a boss fight, basically? It's the vibe I'm getting here. Like an NES-style boss fight that's also part adventure game. Hey! There we go. Yeah! Oh, Jesus, hell. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Did you see what you did with the soup? Breath weapon and everything. Oh, boy. Okay. Good, so it saves from one phase to the next. Good. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we need to keep dodging, we need to keep doing damage to her. But we can do this. It's alright, I can fix her. I can crucifix her. Haha! Okay, so we need to stay out of her way, and then hit her while she's doing this. Oh! Alright. Ah, shit. Okay. So, the center of the arena appears to be sort of a safe place. But you don't have a lot of room here. Ow. Alright, no diagonal aiming. That complicates things. Ah, you bastard. Yeah, it takes a... It can take a minute to notice it, because she is kind of loosely following it. It's not exactly right on the line. But it seems like her hitbox is. Ooh, ow. But then sometimes she just sort of clips into you. So I wonder, can I get out of this? See if we can get out of the box of death. Well, she'll probably... Oh, okay. So if you're out of the pentagram, she does in fact go after you. Oh man, if the pentagram wasn't there, that'd be mean. It's a very... Oh, okay. So after a few repetitions, she has one more dodge in her, or one more dash in her. Yeah, I think the red bits are kind of the... specifically the dangerous parts. Oh. And you can sort of clip through the purple bits, but it's not something you should count on. Alright. Ah, shit. Okay. So yeah, it seems like when she gets up in the corner, you do kind of have to get beneath or off to the side of her to actually hit her. Like, when she's standing right here, I'm not on her plane of movement, but could still hit her. Same when she's here, obviously. But when she does get into one of those top points there, then things get complicated. Like, yeah, this I need to kind of be right there. There we go. Alright. Back inside. Oh, almost forgot that. Okay. Yes! Down she goes. Give her a hand, everyone. Hoocha! Alright. Hey! First time the last time. Finish what you started? Alright. Nice and easy. Now the house is safe. This house is clear. And back down we go. I assume we'll be able to exit the house at this point. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Kill her. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see that. Do we get a shotgun?
A gun with one bullet.
Oh, damn it. Gun with one bullet, that's not going to be very useful. I know that weird little albino dude's running around in the woods. Okay. So, crux. We've got the key there that says clavis. I don't know that we've actually used that yet. So, we need to hunt her down. And I assume she's going to be down in the basement. One of the most memed lines from this game. Yeah, yeah. I'm getting the sense that there are a lot of moments that everybody is eager to see people's reaction to. Oh, that's the key that got me into the house. Okay. Alright. Where you at, Amy? Let's finish this. Alright, Amy, come out to play. Big iron. Alright, she's around here somewhere. Maybe she is outside the house. Oh, yeah, that's fair. See, I'm thinking in terms of, like, horror movie logic, which says that just because the thing went away, it might not necessarily obey the laws of physics and is probably still around. But yes, that is the far more sensible solution. Yeah, exactly. I'm expecting an attack from every angle at this point. Okay, here's the thing. If that demon shows up, is it going to require me to switch to the crucifix? Because if so, that's going to be a problem. So maybe she went to the well? Yeah, that's fair. Do I have to... Because the music is kind of subdued now. I note that the trees seem to be forming a path, which is interesting. Oh! You're new. What's your story? Okay. I can't go in there. I guess we follow the Shadow Man. We're gonna hunt down Slender Man. That's our new objective. I always knew it'd come to this one day. Where you at, Slender Man? I only got one bullet, but you get nice and close, and that's all I need. Okay, no, probably not that way. Maybe that tree is significant. That is on the map. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting Amy's. They're in season this time of year. Alright, there's my car. Get fucked! Yes! I saw that. The truck had the air door logo on it. Nice.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress.
Oh, that I did way better than I was expecting.
I will trust. us. I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night, nor the evil that walketh in darkness. Because I have made the Lord my refuge. Because I have set my love upon him, therefore will he deliver me.
As Speechtron 4000 says, let it be done.
He will deliver me and honor me.
If you position yourself just right, you can be in the lane when the truck comes in. You get a mortis. Awesome!
I can only have faith that I did the right deed.
Just think, if you had arrived with a shotgun, you could have blasted that thing when it showed up, and that would have solved it without even having to go in the house. Ending 5 of 5, when faith endures. So yeah, obviously there are multiple endings to this, presumably if you fail at different points or do different things. The speech engine this game emulates was invented in 1982. Okay, so this is definitely going for that period-appropriate period-appropriate software. Okay. Police, animal experts investigate chupacabra remains found near Sterling. Sterling PD is enlisting the help of local animal experts from the University of Connecticut after the remains of an unidentified animal were found near Sterling. The remains of an animal, which some residents are calling a chupacabra, were discovered on Snake Meadow Hill Road by a motorist yesterday. The animal had apparently been struck by a vehicle, and parts of its carcass were scattered across the road. Police say they initially investigated the gruesome scene because the motorist who discovered the remains had told them they appeared to be of a person. After arriving at the scene, police concluded that the remains were of some kind of animal. As a matter of public safety, we want to be sure about what exactly we're dealing with here, said a Sterling police spokesman. This is clearly not a deer or coyote. If it's a mountain lion or exotic pet that escaped from its owners or an animal with rabies, we need to know about it. Animal experts attached to the investigation would not speculate about what kind of animal they had found, although they commented that the animal was hairless, anemic, and apparently suffered from the rickets, a vitamin D deficiency that appears in animals and children who have not received enough sunlight. Oh boy. Yep, that was Amy, alright. They kept her down in the basement, and she turned into some kind of weird troglodyte or something. God damn. So this invites some questions. This kind of makes you wonder how much of this was even demonic stuff, and how much of that is just they thought it was demonic possession, but the kid was just going crazy, and this is what we've imagined. Like, presumably some of this is really happening. Obviously, they really found this thing. But you'd think a demon would not leave a carcass after it was struck. Like, I didn't know that was an actual thing that existed in the real world that other people would see and react to. Okay, Amy and the white thing are very different. Okay, so much for that theory. So, presumably we shot something that was not Amy. Well, now I'm curious. New background unlocked, new play mode unlocked. Interesting. Alright. Alright, game, I'm on board. Let's see what kind of stuff we've unlocked here. So yeah, Chapter 1. Let's see. Oh, what happens if we continue? Alright.
With one bullet.
Well, let's see if we can find Amy. Yeah, this game is just chock full of mysteries now, and it is definitely hitting that action-adventure... It's hitting that adventure game vibe where you're trying to figure out what it is... You're trying to figure out the logic of the puzzle, but also there's, like, arcade elements. And sometimes that doesn't necessarily blend very well, but I feel like it's rather... what they're doing here is very effective. They are very clearly denying you information and seeing what you do. Nothing will happen if you trust the blood writing, I promise. Sure, trust the bloody writing on the floor. Exactly. Okay, ooh, tombstones, alright. Okay, if I press space, will I waste my bullet? Quite possibly. You know what? Let's find out. Okay, that wasted the bullet, and now I'm defenseless. Hey, I got my cross again. Ooh, I wonder what happens if we ward off the thing. I still say we should have combined them somehow. Duct tape the cross to the shotgun. Hey, there's Amy. How you doing, kid? I gotcha. Eh? Eh? Ah. Hmm. Okay. You're not having it, huh? The power of Christ propels you. Hoocha! Alright, so can't do anything with her. I think I'll probably have to go back to the car and get eaten or something. Wondering if the well here is a point of reference or if something happens. I mean, Amy is basically Sadako. Alright, come on now, Chupacabra. Okay. Yep, that didn't work. Alright, so that's just a death screen. Alright. Yeah, Sadako with a bed red arm growing out of her face hole. Yeah, she's some kind of upgraded version. Alright. Yeah, now we don't have to wander around. Although I do appreciate that the trees actually form a path to her, and I'm wondering if that was there before and I just missed it, or if they did pull an environmental switcheroo. Anyway, sorry Amy, time to give the old Yeller treatment. Alright, problem solved. Now. Right, well, I think we can consider that a job well done. Back to the Vatican. You killed the child, that's why you're the best, boss. So, that is that again, I'm drawn back to the fact that if this thing is a physical creature that inhabits the material plane, what does it represent? Is it the corrupting force that controls Amy? Because that appears to be a different thing entirely. It appears to be just kind of random demon that may be summoned by the forces that are here. Can I get my car? Hey, I can! Awesome! Oh! Damn it, I know I should have got my taillights fixed. Ending 1 of 5. Murderer. Awesome! Alright. Police arrest man accused of murdering missing girl. A New York man is in custody after he confessed to the murder of a Sterling girl who had been missing. John Ward of Palmyra was pulled over on Snake Meadow Hill Road last night after a state trooper reported hearing a gunshot. The officer thought it might be poachers. The officer said Ward was acting nervous and suspicious after being pulled over. When questioned, Ward reportedly said, "I've killed her." According to the police report, the officer called for backup after Ward became increasingly upset, saying repeatedly that there was a demon inside of her. Ward was taken to Sterling Police Headquarters for further questioning. Ward then confessed to the authorities that he shot and killed Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl who had been missing for 9 days after escaping from a mental institution. I mean, it's possible that she ended up there after they didn't quite know what to do with her, but after a brief search, police located Amy's body in the woods near the now-abandoned Martin home. In addition to receiving a gunshot wound to the stomach, Amy showed injuries suggesting that she had been thrown out of the second-story window of the house. An officer who helped recover the body told reporters that Amy's face had been mutilated in a very brutal manner. Ward was found dressed as a priest when he was pulled over. It is suspected that he impersonated a priest to gain his victim's trust after Catholic authorities in Rome confirmed that Ward was not an ordained minister. The rest of the article is missing. So we're getting some more story here from the different endings. Or it's possible the story is actually changing to accommodate what we do. Let's see what else we can find. I'm curious now. I want to see... Yeah, what I'm about to do has not been approved by the Vatican. Oh, that takes on a whole new light then. So I'm wondering what other endings are here. I'm going to take this gun and use it on the shadow thing we saw. Yeah, if you want to give me a pointer about what else to do, I'm very curious. We will thoroughly explore this chapter 1 and see what else can we do. Yeah, Splinter Cell Priest. Exactly. Yeah. The Vatican denies that our agency exists. The public can't know what we know is real. Okay, the endings are largely about what you shoot. Find things that make sense to shoot. Got it. Alright, so we're gonna go deer hunting. Awesome. We're to get that venison after all. Alright, there's the shadow being. Now, he's a shifty bastard, and I think the bullet won't go through the fence. Gonna inch over here. What if we do this? Gotcha! Nice. And you are? Oh, come on, John. You gotta confirm the kill. Nothing? Alright. Well, I don't know who that was, but I think we can consider that a job well done. Shot a suspicious shadow of a person in the woods. I mean, look, we didn't kill the demon or do anything with the girl, but, you know, we did something with a shotgun, and I feel like that's good enough. Alright. Now, what are we going to be arrested for this time?
He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid.
Oh. Yep, gotta watch that chupacabra. Okay, father and son. Okay, so what's the ending? What's the paper here? Esteemed Cardinal Gifford, with all due respect, you cannot grasp the importance of the work I am doing for young Michael without being present here. Michael needs my help now more than ever. In the past few weeks, I have made great progress with Michael's affliction. Nevertheless, whatever darkness is inside of him fights back with increasing ferocity. We must not let the fight against the enemy, capital E, we must not let up the fight against the enemy at such a critical time. There's another reason why I dare not return Michael to his family, nor let them see him. The darkness inside him afflicts his soul, but it also causes a terrible strain on his body, so that there may be no mistaking what I mean. I have enclosed a photograph of young Michael during one of our sessions. The photograph is missing. Oh, okay. So that creature might be Michael. So there's some connection here between that thing, our priest, and the exorcism at the Martin house. Maybe the last two endings will... I mean, we're missing quite a few notes here, apparently, but let's see what the last two endings are like. Alright. So there's two more things we need to shoot here. There's one thing I can think of right here, the mirror. So what happens if we do this? Okay, so I do like that. I do find it interesting that reacted. I kind of expected that to be the suicide option, but let's see what happens. Oh! There's another gun.
A gun with one bullet.
Nope. A second gun with one bullet. Oh, wasted that one. Okay, so you can keep getting more guns. Awesome! Alright.
A gun with one bullet.
So this is a weapon spawn point. Perfect. What can you do with theoretically infinite guns? Shoot everything. Oh, damn it. Oh, shoot. Yeah, shoot everything. Okay, I see what you're going for here. So I'm sensing two more possible endings here. One where we gun down everybody. Go grab another gun. Ice the shadow being. Grab another gun. And then ice Michael. Yeah, I want to see where this goes. Nope, nope, can't get back in. Damn it. Alright, nope. Okay, so we can't get back in after we leave the house. So let's see what else we can shoot in here. Okay, firing the gun and hitting something that leads you to an ending. Yeah, hitting something leads to an ending locks you into that ending. Got it. Alright. Let's see what happens if we do shoot one of these. Does it react? Okay, no. And I feel like that's the vibe this game is going for. It's just
Done with one bullet.
putting you in this dreamlike encounter, this nightmarish encounter, really, where what you want to do, what you're expected to do. Oh! Okay. Yeah, okay, so once you're locked into an ending, you can't go back in. Alright. There's a secret in the chapter, I'd be very impressed. Okay, well, let's look around. Yeah, this feels like the kind of thing where there is a lot of things you can potentially stumble into, but you'll have to kind of intuit what it is the game actually intends for you to do. Okay, I note that the map repeated there, so once you hit the map border, it just endlessly repeats the last screen you were on. So noted. Oh! Oh, somehow we ended up to Amy. I wonder... Okay, no, it wraps around. Alright. Is there anything in here? What's this? Only the one key was in the shed, alright. Because with a lot of indie horror experiences, what you often get is kind of a prescribed encounter where you're going to run into everything basically the same. But every now and then you get something that works in this style that is deliberately that is deliberately encouraging you to explore and poke at things and figure out the limits of what you can do, and building the game around testing the mechanics. And I do appreciate that. It is definitely... Ooh! Yes! I knew it! I knew we were going to get that venison after all. Fuck yeah! Ah, that feels good. Get that steak, baby. Gonna take that home to the missus. I'm gonna quit being a priest. I'm gonna become a hunter. I've clearly got skills. I mean, my man picking up a shotgun and using it out of the blue with seeming probably no training. Get it tested for wasting disease, fair enough.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge.
With your infinite
and
gun
my
with one bullet.
fortress. My God, in him I will trust.
This'll probably just another
I
Michael
shall not
ending.
be afraid of the terror.
Oh! Okay, we hit another deer. The deer came back. Oh. Oh, Jesus, what the hell's happening here? Revenge. What in the fuck? Okay, ending 4-5, the hunter. See, this is why you need more than one bullet. You need it for the rest of the herd. Unidentified body discovered near wrecked car. The site of a deadly car accident was discovered along a road near Sterling this morning, along with the body of a person who has not yet been identified. At 6 a.m. this morning, a resident called to report an accident along Snake Meadow Hill Road. The driver of a silver sedan had swerved off the road and struck a tree. A spokesman for the police commented that the body appeared to have been dragged several yards away from the car deeper into the woods after having been ejected from the front windshield. It was noted that the body had been mangled beyond recognition. Investigators suspect this is probably the work of coyotes. Police also noted that noticed parts of a cleaned white-tailed deer were found in the trunk of a car. From a white-tailed deer, a hunter typically gets 75 pounds of meat. However, it appears the victim of the accident was only able to carry 25 pounds back to the car. Okay, that is definitely an Oregon Trail reference. Awesome. Yeah, oh dear. Okay, that's great, that's great. Okay, so there's one ending I'm missing here. So we shot Amy, we shot Michael, we shot the shadow in the woods, we shot the deer. Who's left?
A gun with one bullet.
I mean, I assume there's some ending where we turn the gun on ourselves, but I tried shooting the mirror and that didn't work. Alright, let's see what other stuff in the house we can shoot.
A gun with one bullet.
Okay. What if I shoot this? Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, I feel like that was the equivalent of the UFO ending in Silent Hill. Or the dog ending. No, that didn't work. Well, shoot it and find out. Yep, nope, nothing. Alright, well, let's go for a walk in the woods once more. Alright, so not the deer. That is a possessed evil zombie deer. I do know the road there. Oh, oh, oh! Can we shoot the truck? Let's find out. Let's go hunting for the truck. Come here, Trucky. You've claimed your last isekai protagonist. Yeah, revenge for Mickey Momo, exactly. There must be one more thing out here, and by God, I'm gonna find it. Literally, by God. I don't care what the Vatican says. I'm out here dispensing some divine justice. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this. There's something to be said for taking a classic premise and putting an interesting spin on it. Whether it's the presentation, the perspective, or just mixing up the gameplay a little bit. Kind of like with Lamentum, where it was a classic style survival horror game with a fairly obvious fairly stock premise, but setting it in like the 19th century and limiting yourself to melee weapons and period appropriate firearms puts you in a... It requires melee combat more often than not, and forces you to engage with the combat in a more of a up-close and personal way. And I really like the style of that game, too. I need to get back to that. Actual Arknight's lore that the gun is a divine instrument. Thanks, the law. Awesome. What else can I shoot? I mean, the obvious answer is me, but there doesn't appear to be a way to do that. Oh, oh, oh. Can we shoot the headstones? Nope. Damn. Yeah, I think someone already did. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's line up and fill this thing. Nope, that didn't do anything. Shit. Missing something, but it's not the most immediately obvious something. Got it. Alright. Or I've ignored it several times. Alright. Maybe the well? I note the detail that there's a crib down there, but there's also a child's room upstairs. So we are definitely getting a thing where there was a favored and unfavored child, and possibly one died and that helped with the cursing of the other. Is there anything in the attic I can shoot? Is Satan gonna be up there? He's had it coming. Alright, that didn't work. So not the well, then. Okay, there's this. Is that like a dead animal I'm supposed to shoot? Let's try it. Oh, hey, there we go. Whatever it is, I made it more dead. Not even sure what that is. Coyote or something? Notice the rock pattern. Oh, okay. And now it's gone. Ooh. Alright. Beautiful. I mean, you know, that could be just an inconspicuous rock pattern that could have formed naturally with a dead animal that just happened to be at the center. Not necessarily signs of pagan sacrifice that mix Catholicism and some African religion. Anyway, let's see where this gets us. Exactly! Could have been a sacrifice to anyone. Oh, now what? Ooh, are we part of the religion now? Awesome! Hail Satan! The Vatican didn't even authorize this. I was trying to join. It is a bitch to find you guys, let me tell you. The offering. Yep. So, hang on a minute. Someone else sacrificed that animal and I just added to it. Like, do we both join? Are we going halvesies on the sacrifice? How does that work? I'm kind of new to this. I need someone to explain it to me. Hello, Amy. I'm sorry to hear about... Okay, gone too far. Find all endings in Chapter 1. Nice. I'm sorry to hear about your parents' decision. It's hard for people to trust what they do not understand. I know you are only 17, but you are clearly an adult and you are able to handle your own life. You're able to handle your own life. Do not let your mom and dad stop you from following your dreams. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. We're having a get-together at the clinic Saturday night, and I would love for you to stop by. We still consider you a part of the team, even if your mom and dad do not. We hope to see you there, Gary. Oh, wait a minute. Now, when I first started up the game, it went through, like, some loading screen stuff, and, you know, they dropped some, like, satanic hints. There was, like, 666 kilobytes of memory or something. But at the very end, it said something like, Gary loves you or something. So, interesting. Very interesting. Hey! New play mode unlocked. What's this about? Exactly. Maybe they didn't finish the sacrifice, so I'm putting this poor squirrel out of its misery. Yeah, that's sneaky. But again, they are making it clear that... Okay, flashlight mode, walk by faith, not by sight. Darkness surrounds thee. Okay, so you can't see too far. And turbo, warning jank. Oh, we are fucking trying this. There's a multiplier. Fucking turn it all the way up. I need to see this. I know we're running long, but yes. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Hyper mode. Yep. Yeah. Too fast for Satan. Come get it. Give. Yeah, finally John can run. Unfortunately, so can the enemy. Alright. Oh, damn it. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna take a quick look at that campfire and see what that document is, and then we will run. It'd be funny if they did it in a high pitch. Haha! Too fast for you, whatever your name is. Okay, can't do anything there. Haha! Yes! I knew it! I knew it. Okay. Public lecture by Carl James Osborne. Connecticut's historical connections to witchcraft, Satanism, and the beast system. Wednesday at 8 p.m. Okay, they have fucking business cards for your local satanic cult. Awesome. Yeah, go ahead and hit me. What's the Chapter 1 secret? We'll be wrapping up in a minute. Ah. You have to shoot the mirror 3 times. Okay, okay. Oh god, check it out. The speed even applies to the menu. Okay. Alright, can we reload? And... Nope, nope, that started from the scratch. Alright, no, we will have to leave it there. We will leave that secret for you to discover on your own. But yeah, that is Faith, the Unholy Trinity. Thanks so much for everyone tuning in. Orange, thanks so much for the tips. This is fascinating. I'm definitely going to play more of it. I need to see what's in the other 2 chapters. Definitely need to see this secret ending. I like what it's doing. It's definitely... It definitely gets under the skin, even if the presentation limits its ability to be truly, like, nightmarish, but it still also plays on the imagination in ways that kind of unsettle me. I'll be thinking about this for a while. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a good night, everyone, and see you next time. We'll be back to Baldur's Gate on Saturday. I do still have family present for the holidays, so we will probably be starting later than usual, but we should still be able to get the stream going. But yeah, have a good night, and see you next time.